Hello, everybody. Welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Um, Sorry, I have to talk a little quieter, but my son is going to bed, and I don't want him to stir and hear me talking too loud. So, um, please bear with me. But I'm going to update my Partners in Cream project pan, and this is created by Steph Lyons and Dylan over at Outward Processing, and it runs from January the 10th to December the 10th of 2024. And there's quarterly refreshes if you so desire, and monthly updates, and then you're supposed to select between 3 to 6 items. I kind of just select however many I'm feeling at the time, and sometimes I will pull stuff out and bring stuff in depending on the time of year and like what I'm feeling for the moment. So let's go ahead and talk about the items I have in now. So the first item and the most longest item I've had in this project is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And this one was here at the last update, and now it's up to here. I am trying to use other primers, so I'm making lesser progress here than I was way down here. So I noticed that the progress is getting slighter, but I'm still using it. And as you can see, we're like more than halfway done. I'm very excited about my progress. I think it's great. And I am also trying to use this MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Primer as well. And then I was also using another primer, which I'll talk about in a second. So, and then also like turn and burn stuff. So yeah, I have lots of primers in, and so it's going to take me a little longer, but my goal is to complete the Milk Hydro Grip one because that one goes bad really quickly, and I would like to see some roll out of my collection. So still have that one left to go. Next is the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Foundation, and that is right here, and it's in the shade 2W1. And I wanted to use this 20 times, and I have used it 21 times, so this one can roll out. And also, now it is far too fair for my skin shade, so I will be rolling this one out and putting it back into my collection. I can't even tell if there's usage on this. Like, it doesn't even show any windowing at all. So it's very hard to tell. I mean, you think 21 uses, you'd see a significant amount of progress. I don't use a ton of foundation, but like, you think you'd see any progress, and I see none. Next is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. Oops. And it looks like this, and it was gifted to me from Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, and I really, 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 really love this primer a lot. Vitamin C is so good for my skin, and I just enjoy the primer itself. It feels like a moisturizing primer, but it also has, of course, benefits to it. But it's just really nice, and I would definitely repurchase this. My goal was to use this one 10 times, and I have used it the 10 times, so it will be rolling back into my collection. So that was the other primer I was using, but now I will just be focusing on the other ones. Okay. So far 2 rollouts. Next is the Auric Glow Lust in Selenite, which is right here, and this is fabulous. My bestie Andrea talks about this often, and she wears it all the time, and it looks so beautiful on her. She's almost done hers. I had to buy it. Thing is, now it's a little too fair for my skin shade, but I can add a deepening color to it, like a deepening foundation, so I can still continue to use it, which is great. So that I don't have to buy another shade this year. I can wait until next year and then buy a darker shade then. But I'm just going to try to add to this one to make it deeper for now. But this is wonderful. I want to use this one 20 times, and I've so far used it 6. My only issue is this one will probably be staying in for a little bit because I will be getting darker as summer continues, but I'm not like constantly lay in the sun type of person anymore. I'm trying really hard to wear tons of sunscreen, but I do naturally tan quite a bit in the summer, and fairly easily actually. So I'm not sure how long I'll be able to wear this, and I may have to put it back and then bring it back in at another point and finish up the uses, but for now, I'm going to keep it in and maybe just add a deepening shade to it so I can still utilize the foundation, but it's really nice. I don't know if it's like, it says Radiant Luminizer, so I think this is something that you're supposed to add to a foundation, but I just use it as a foundation and I think it's fantastic. It's really great. Next is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in N4, and that is this one here. This is a really great foundation concealer. This is a really great concealer. I really enjoy this a lot. Again, this one is starting to get a little bit too fair for my complexion. So I did buy 2 when I ordered this. I bought N4 and N7. So N7 works for me now, but N4, I have actually met the 10 use goal. I did have 20 written down, but I'm moving it to 10 because of summer versus winter shade. So I will be moving this back into my collection, and I did use it 10 times, which is really great. And I'm perfectly fine with that amount of usage, and I will focus on the other one, and we'll talk about that in a second. The next item I have is the Westman Atelier Cream Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit, which is right here. This is the smaller size, so I think this one was about $26 or something like that. This is quite a bougie brand. I wish it had the magnetic packaging, but it does not. It's a snap closure, which makes it less bougie. But of course, you're only paying for like a little teeny tiny amount of product, and it is getting a little bit too fair for my complexion, but I still enjoy using it. I'm still going to try using it. But I've so far used it 10 times, and my goal is to use it 20. So I have 20 more uses, so I will keep that in. Next is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Patagonia. The shade number is MI.2. And this is what it looks like. And I think this one would be really good for my skin shade right now. I haven't actually, I have tried it once, it looks like. Ooh, yeah, I do remember using this. It was very liquidy. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and you can see it's just very liquidy. Yeah, very, very liquidy. Ooh, wow, look at that. You do not need a lot. And it covers a ton of skin. And it's a very nice coverage for being so water-based. Like, I have tons of these spots on my hands, and you can't even really see them with the foundation. And that was just one tiny drop. So it might be a hair light, but it is a really nice foundation. And again, I can just add, like, I have these little, what do you call this? It's Warm Sand, and it's the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. So I'm just gonna, before I wipe my hand off here, I'm just gonna spray a tiny little squirt here. Oh, I already got one drop. Whoops. So this is how dark the shade is. So if I blend those together, it looks so yellow. Wow. Holy smokes. Super yellow. But I can deepen it up. So I can definitely use it. I just have to be aware of my skin shade, because I could probably buy 5 different shades of foundation to get me through the entire year. But that's just like, it's, when I see foundation samples, I just get the free of the darker shade and I just add them to my lighter foundations rather than buying a bunch of shades of the same one, because it doesn't make sense to do that. Even if I really loved one foundation, I may buy 2 shades, but I won't be buying 5. That's just obscene and ridiculous. But anyhow, this one I've only used the one time, and my goal is to use it 20. So I will definitely be working on that. Next is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in N7. So this is the one that I'm currently working on. And it still looks a little light in the, like, a compartment or whatever you want to call this. The, you know, the packaging. But it actually does work really well for me. It's a very nice shade, and it's actually quite good for my skin shade right now. So love this a lot. This is such a good concealer. And then, oh, I've used this 3 times and I want to use it 20. Next is the Olay 7-in-1 CC Cream, which is fantastic. I love this. I could go with a shade deeper, I think. Like just a shade, just one shade deeper. But this one is in the shade, does it say? I don't even know if it's, oh, light to medium. I do this every time. I'm like, does it say a shade? And then I find it right on the front. But light to medium, and I'm technically medium right now. So this should be good for a bit. And again, I can deepen it up if I need to. That one I have used 4 times, and my goal is 15. Bear with me one second. Next is the Quo Cream Blush Stick in the shade Warmth number 70, which is this. It looks like a bronzer or contour stick, but it's a blush stick, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's so good. I am obsessed. It literally looks like it could be a contour stick, but it is a blush stick, and it is so amazing. I love it a lot. I have used it twice, and my goal is 10 times. Next is the Rare Beauty Liquid Highlighter in Transcend, which is the darker color that I own. It came in the holiday kit. And honestly, like, I just mix this in with my foundation with a little bit of like bronzing drops, and I really like it. It's actually really pretty. I could wear it on its own if I wanted. You can really see the glare. It's like absolutely stunning. But I just add it in with a little bit of my, like, put 1 or 2 things in the back of my hand like that. Then I add the foundation to it, and then a little thing of a bronzing just to give me a little bit of a deeper glow. And it just looks so good. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then that one I've used 3 times, and my goal is to complete this entire thing. Next and last but not least is the Tower 28 Bronzino Illuminating Bronzer in Gold Coast, which is right here. I have actually just newly come to try the Tower 28 products, and they are fabulous. So good. Really like the performance. I love the consistency. The cream is beautiful. I mean, I'm okay with the packaging. Like, the packaging is nice. It's sleek. It's compact. It has a decent cost, like, for what you're getting. Obviously, I will always want more for less, obviously. But, I mean, I think the price is rather fair considering the costs of other things out there. But anyway, I like the fact that it's radiant. It's got a glow to it. It's really beautiful. I will swatch it quickly. It's just, oh my God, look at that. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Love. I need another tissue now. But I'm just adoring this. It's so good. And I would definitely like to get a shade or 2 darker, because this is for like wintry kind of skin. When the thing is, like, it's summer, I don't usually wear a full face, especially if I'm going outside. But on days like today where it's quite rainy, I'm okay putting on a full face because I know I'm not going to go out anywhere. But it's really beautiful. It's just this shade is going to be so close to what my skin shade is soon that I think I could probably go 2 shades darker, and it would then like show up nicely on my skin. So that is everything. Oh yeah, this one I've used once, and I want to use it 15 times. So I'm not bringing anything in new this time for the 3 that I'm rolling out. I'm not going to replace, because I think everything that I'm seeing in front of me is pretty much sufficient for what I'm looking for the summer months. And again, I don't wear as much makeup in the summer because it's hot and stuff, and I just feel like makeup melts off my face. So I will just gently use the things that I have very lightly, maybe put a tiny squirt of my foundation into a moisturizer, just something like that. Nothing too crazy. So I will get the uses. It'll just be minimal. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to hear you in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.